Hello and welcome to episode 27 of our Orlghelovar campaign. In the last episode, we secured most of the deep woods for ourselves. There are a couple of provinces that we still do not have under our control, but most importantly, they are locked off from the outside world. So no one else can come and take them, so they are ours in everything but name. And when our truces are up with them, we will be going in and taking those provinces from them. Now, this has caused a bit of a coalition to form around us. People are not thrilled with what we have been doing. I'm not necessarily scared of the coalition, but I am going to attack Eliza when our truce is up in order to prevent them from joining it, just so they don't stay in it forever. And they actually have a lot more troops than I thought they did. Again, I'm not really worried about it. Like, it's Eliza. We've beat them over and over again. Like, yeah, they have 250,000 troops, but we have way more, and our quality is just way higher. So I'm not too concerned. Now, our truce with them is up in about 1 year. So I'm going to start moving these stacks of 80k down to the front lines to get ready for that. Now, an unfortunate thing is that Kummerkand here has joined the big old coalition. So if, when I unpause here, that coalition falls apart, which I don't think it will, then we will immediately declare war on Kummerkand. But if they do not, then we will simply have to wait on it. Now, we also have some rebels up here that we need to deal with. We will send these 23,000 to do that real quick. They were originally in Barrowman's area, but they have since migrated over on into ours, so we need to take care of that. And yeah, that coalition's not gonna go away for right now, it looks like. But there is a bunch of our provinces cored on up. So I know that was a big thing we were waiting on. Is all this was coring, which means now we should, as long as you are in the trade company, yes, we can get you up to level 2. And we're going to want to do the trade company investments in this state, because I believe all these provinces, yes, are here. So if we go the entire area, trade company provinces in Scothier have more trade power. We definitely want that. We would like for more production efficiency here as well. And we could even go for local tax stuff and dev cost. I mean, we have plenty of money, so there's no reason not to. Then the entire Deepwoods Charter we get more trade value out of. Or we can get less autonomy. Ooh, I don't know. Autonomy is very good. Autonomy is very good, but I'm going to go for this because it also gives me that Year of the Army tradition, which is a really nice thing to have. So we will go ahead and give the township on over to that. And hopefully that helps us out. Now, I don't know. Do these give? No, they don't give anything. There are a couple places here, like you are gold, so you're not actually I'm looking for the Dames tier, which I'm going to add that into a trade company. In fact, we'll just add this entire state in. We might as well at this point. Yep, and we will buy the same kinds of things here. Didn't need that one. Oh well. Add all that in. Is there anything else that is worth adding in? It doesn't look like it because there's no other centers of trade. This is the only one that ended up getting one from what I can see. So the rest of it's just not going to be a trade company, and hopefully we can make a lot of money out of here and bring it all down into our pockets. That is the goal. Also, I didn't upgrade this ever. That is a bit of a mistake. Go ahead and get that building upgraded as well. All right, now we do have a lot of money, as I just said, so let's see what we can build. I think we're going to start with town halls just to get all of that in order, make sure that our governing capacity does not become a problem. Make sure we get some more manpower and some more force limit, manufactories in all of those spots as well. Second Words Alliance, I'm not interested. Thank you, though. You are getting into position. Okay, cool. Let's make sure we have 2 people down here, or at least not on the same province. Now, is there anyone else that I can ally right now? I guess that's the most important question. It's just Segdir. Segdir is the only person that's significant, so no, doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, our ally is currently getting bodied by Voronmarch, who is in the coalition against us. And yeah, they have Gowed's dynasty as well. Or no, they don't. No, they don't, because Gowed is a republic now. That's actually really good for us, because that means that we don't have to worry about the Northern League getting a random personal union over Bucelar or Voronmarch. So overall, that's a big deal for us. We'll just have to keep an eye out on here. Make sure nobody gets this as a personal union, because they're going to be a problem for us anyways. All right, so we have a new merchant. So let's go ahead and throw him down somewhere. We could collect here. I'm not sure if that's necessary, though. We could start pulling from here as well. Yeah, let's do some more transfer because we're looking to get more trade power in our capital area anyways, and more transferring is good for that. All right, so that pulls you out and down. Yes, that's what I want to do because I don't want to go up into here yet. Though I do have 41% control here. Actually, don't do that. Go ahead and collect in Enetveer from Segdir. I think that's going to be worth way more. Yeah, we make 29 here, and we were pulling like 9 from down here. So this is definitely better. Definitely better, and there's so much trade value in here, but we are going to have to go and take that if we want to get a decent chunk of it. All right, just want to keep an eye on the times here. Now, I am building a spy network on Gore Ozenbrog for, I believe, the mission, which someone mentioned was a secret mission. I'm not sure how that works. Because we have to have a spy network on them because they started the Serpentsrot. Also, I was one button click away from ending our mission tree early. Luckily, I didn't click that button. So that's good. That's good, because there's definitely more to do. I'm not ready for the mission tree to be done yet. Oh, now you're at war with the command? Why? Because the command's going to Abdel Khanzad. Okay, well, the East is officially lost. The East is very lost. And that is very sad. All right, Hellenic Separatists, Abdel let him hold is dug. Beautiful. And we have a factory incident. New glass production methods involve thermal processes designed to introduce pre-stresses in the glass that actually increase its strength. Unfortunately, this means that when the glass breaks, it can release those stresses in a spectacular and dangerous way. We were reminded of this yesterday when a pair of clumsy hands at an experimental glass shop started a chain reaction of shattering pressurized glass. Almost every surface in the factory was assailed by high-speed shards of lethal sharpness. Dozens lie dead or permanently injured, and the glassmaking industry has lost a great deal of favor in the public eye. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Cleaning up, we have 200 admin, diplo points, and 500 monies. A true tragedy has occurred. Our manufacturing facilities took severe damage in a recent explosion. It saddens us to hear of this, and we can only hope nobody attempts to capitalize on this disaster. Let this be a lesson for everyone of the risks involved in research and manufacturing. But who would use glass in such a way? Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah, new developments after some time. Uh-huh. Sure. I couldn't imagine people using this for their own nefarious deeds. That would be crazy. That'd be insane. Let's go ahead and get this up to the next development level. Perfect. And we can start to dig that out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You know what? I'm going to take Abentech early here. That way I can build a bunch of counting houses. Because, yeah, look at that. 14. The counting house in our capital is worth 14.16 ducats a month. That's kind of crazy. I'm just going to point that out. Maybe a little bit broken, but you know what? That's just dwarves being dwarves. We simply build real good, and people should respect us for that. And we make a lot of money. And now we get to click on all these buttons to make sure everything gets built up. I need to call back at least one of my diplomats, so that way I can declare this war here in 2 months. I cannot slip up on this date, otherwise they will join the coalition, and then our chance for war is long gone. Long gone. So you can come on back and be ready for this. Okay. Separatists, I will send these guys to deal with them. There's our truce with Elizna. Hopefully our boats don't just get insta-wrecked, but there is a possible thing to happen. Well, there we go. So we're just going to rush down the couple of forts that they have left in this area. And then you can walk down here. Coalition, yeah. Ancient War Golem. Money, admin points, military points, inno and prestige. Or lose money and we get more shock damage and take less shock damage received. I'm fine with just taking the money, honestly. I think that'll be just an okay thing for us to do. Now, who else are you allied with? Gore Ozenbrog. Yeah, you're guaranteed by Segdir. If I broke my alliance, I could then declare war on these guys to get Kumarkand out of the... What are you doing? Oh, you were at war with Pearl's Edge, so you were walking home. I hope they all walk into here. It looks like they're not. It looks like they're being smart and they're walking back. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to force march down here. Let's make sure we have a somewhat decent general. And I'm going to catch them all as they walk back in. Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right. So that's going to make our war much, much easier. You are going to spread out into stacks of 10. And you are going to just get all of this occupied in here. Then you're just going to start making your way out towards Azkajexis because we need to get that siege down. Decadence comes with age. Minus 10% morale of armies and minus 5% discipline. Great. Thank you. Very convenient timing. Appreciate it. At least it's now and not when we're fighting a really big important war, though. With, like, the command or something. Though I suppose it could also just happen with the command as well. It's not like it can only happen once. It could very well happen at any time. Alright. More provinces are falling. Beautiful. You can then walk down here, and you know what? You can just walk up. Magda Black Anvil suspects neighbors. Oh, it's just our spy master. Okay. I blame Astaire for whatever thing. Anything going bad, it's Astaire's fault. Alright, Westham has a colony. Good for them. Alright, cutting edge glass. The tragedy at Orlghelovar was a reminder of how dangerous our craft is. Glass can have an explosive temper, but now some of the crueler minds in our military have begun thinking of ways to direct that temper at our enemies. The victims we've seen were lacerated beyond recognition and permanently immobilized as every muscle movement involves driving a shard of glass into tough tissue. It is truly a fate worse than death for our foes, but it's the honor we stand to lose by using these bullets greater than the glory we stand to gain by decisively reclaiming our homeland. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say hot take here. It's going to be a crazy take. Kind of sounds like war crimes. I'm just saying. It's got a little bit of a bad sound to it. What was it, an engineer that we had? Yeah, we need an engineer. Where's the fort defense guy? Got a fort defense guy. No, fort defense, please. Anything? There you are. I can't upgrade you. Oh, an elf. What does an elf know about engineering defenses? What a ridiculous notion. What a ridiculous notion. Look, elves are fine and all, okay? We don't hate the elves in this campaign. But don't ask an elf about defenses when we're playing dwarves. That's sacrilegious. That is punishable by death. How dare you? How dare you do such things? All right, let's get all of this occupied as well. Demands for representation. You can just have some unrest. And yeah, I'll make the artificers more loyal. Also, are we doing research right now? We're not. Okay, well, let's do technothaumaturgy. All right, we have a government reform here, and it's the last one. Question of dictatorship. We can have more max absolutism, more free admin policies, or we can get parliament. Well, random candidate bonus +1, expand administration cost minus 100%. We enable the parliament, but if I'm going to enable parliament, then I'm going to want it with here. The Assembly of Holds. But then we have to give up 10% all estate loyalty, which is super nice. It's like super nice. A very difficult thing to want to give up. How's our loyalties looking? Yeah, our nobles are a little bit upset, as are our artificers. Did I give them back supremacy over the council? I did not. Let's do that. Because I want my artificers to have a lot of influence, and that will help. Okay, well, you know what? For now, I think we'll just go for this. It's fine. Free admin policies. Look at that. Look at that. We have 4 policies inactive, and it's free. And it's free. We can even go for cheaper forts and only spend 1 military point. All right. You are moving into position there. Let's get you spread out into stacks of 10 and do the same thing that we were doing over in Bulwar proper and move into Sarhal like that. Oh, and hey, we got some friends here that want to get deleted. Very nice. Where are you going to go, though? Yeah, that's not going to go too well for you. I can promise you that. Not going to go too well. Teams to deposit dwindling, unfortunate. And Abdel Tunger is now ready to be developed. Encourage development. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and upgrade the fort level. Kind of an important thing. Now, the problem with this nation and the CB that I chose is that I'm not going to be able to reach their capital unless I can bait their boats away from where they are right now. Which, I mean, that's not necessarily impossible. It's just going to be a little bit difficult. The AI is not going to want to do that. Yeah, and they're also not going to want to reinforce their troops, apparently. So I'll just keep rolling through them here. If I give my guys a little bit of time to recover and actually have some infantry, since we don't have much, then we'll be in an even better spot. Alright, let's go grab these 13k. Thank you very much. Yeah, how do we convince them to leave? I don't think we can. If they have this stack out here, odds are they're not going to want to move their boats. Oh, they will. Oh, but they will. Let's force march in, and nope, they did not recover in time. Okay, cool. There we go. And now we will get the war goal. Awesome. All right, and centralized knowledge. We have built the spy network that we need. So, since our investment in the Center of Medicine in Orlghelovar, our knowledge of medical science has progressed, but this progress has stalled since the end of the Serpentsrot. While the plague did not trigger rapid investment and progress in medical research, it is far too costly to wait for another disaster to incentivize further research. We should centralize all of our medical knowledge and research in Orlghelovar so that our Center of Medicine can live up to its name. Investigating the origin. As our scientists near the Serpent's cave, the effects of the rot become more and more noticeable in the surroundings. Even now, there are still derelict dwellings, unlit forges, and abandoned supply trains in what were once thriving communities. In the area surrounding the cave itself, there are still the telltale signs of a mass exodus of those who were healthy enough and fled with all they could carry. Belongings and keepsakes are strewn around haphazardly, and a grim forest of ash-covered pyres lines the roads. One of the few known attributes of the rod is that it was airborne, and so as the scientists approach the cave, they don hermetically sealed masks and suits prepared by our artificers, connected to pumps that draw air from a safe reservoir located far outside the cave. Each scientist is also attached to a sturdy rope leading outside, where a backup team waits with doses of the cure to pull them out at the first sign of danger. Carefully, the team makes their way down to the unstable shaft towards the cave. The once wondrous cave was mostly destroyed in the huge earthquake which precipitated the beginning of the rot. However, our initial survey suggested a small channel left in the rubble may lead into the original lake. The scientists are to make their way as far as they can, taking samples of anything of note. The tunnel is partially submerged and lined with crushed bioluminescent plants oozing a glowing paste, samples of which are dutifully taken and passed back up the rope. As the rocks grow sharper and more debris blocks their way, the team pauses to clear them away and place supports to hold the rubble in place. They cannot afford to have their suits punctured, or they will need to return immediately. After hours of shuffling forwards and clearing rubble, the floor suddenly drops out into the lake proper. In a stroke of amazing luck, the remains of what appears to be the tail segment of the serpent lie directly beneath. Using an extendable pole tipped with a pincer, they gather samples of the serpent's remaining skin, bones, and the sediment beneath it, as well as a few samples of the weakly glowing water. Then they pull twice on the rope to signify their mission is complete and begin the long shuffle backwards towards the camp. Once the samples are safely back in Orlghelovar, they will be categorized, analyzed, and closely examined using our ever-useful microscopes for any abnormalities or similarities to samples from those killed by the rot. Hopefully, these samples will prove useful. I agree. Hopefully, they do prove useful. Alright, let's move up into here. Lost. What? Why did I just lose a fight? I said I lost 2,000 troops somewhere, but I don't know where that was. Okay, whatever. Weird. Alright, let's bring all of you back together. Oh, it was these guys right here. Yeah. Are there any other truces I'm waiting on that are coming up soon I should be aware of? Yeah, Baramond is in a couple months. No, you weren't guaranteed by a stair. That is unfortunate. So I need you to start making your way back up here. I was really hoping that guarantee would not be around still, but it absolutely is. Absolutely is. So we're going to have to be ready for that. But there's 93% for this, and there's our truce with Baramond. So number one most important thing is that I declare this war. Yeah, well, there we go. Make sure they can't join a coalition. Next up is what I take from Elysda. So I kind of want to take everything We can't even take everything in here. Okay, well, let's grab things along the Saran then. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of all this, because this is where the valuable land is. We just split it up even more. Actually, what I want to do, I want to cut off Kumarkand. I don't want Kumarkand to take that. I'm just cutting people off. That's what it'd be. Could also take Elysna proper, so they move their capital somewhere. I don't know if that's really worth it, though. But I definitely like this play, and then maybe something like that. They will accept it. There is a bit of overextension, but I don't care. All right, there we go. So now we own some things along the Saran. We still don't have Surib, Zenjap, or Eklam, which kind of sucks because one of those is a center of trade. But I would rather cut Kumarkand off. All right, go ahead and core all of that up. It's almost time to take Diplotech. But for now, I need people to force march back to, well, not back, but up to the new front line because, yeah, that's kind of important. Astaire has quite a few guys, and what we have up there right now just is not going to cut it. We can leave these 42,000 troops down here to deal with rebels. Everyone else goes to the next war. All right, you are also ready to head back up. Yeah, see, this is a problem. You need to get out of here. My question is, how did you get in, Astaire? Oh, hey, that's also a problem. They are going all in on that province. I don't know how Astaire's troops got here. I'm confused. Oh, I never built this fort. So are they able to walk through it? Yeah. Yeah. This fort isn't stopping them. Yeah, whatever. That's all right. Not the end of the world. Go ahead and get that built up. We'll be fine. All I have to do is take that, and then we're good for the war. Sure, we can make Blueheart like me more. So that's fine. You guys need to get the heck out of Dodge, because you're going to die. All right, I don't really care about the Sirenvari troops. I definitely don't want this fort to fall, though. What are your siege ticks looking like? 40 days. I mean, that's pretty fast, all things considered. So let's get you guys up here. Gisden enters into a coalition. Yeah. And let's make sure we have our best general in charge. And let's get them out of here. Oh, also, I need to hire the engineer. I forgot about the engineer. How dare I? It's kind of an important thing. Just keep walking forward. You can stop force marching and put you in charge and go take that fort. And then you need to walk, please, and get up here. Make sure that you have a general and that you are suppressing all the rebels down here, or at the very least, going and fighting them when they pop up. Cool. All right. All right. Harpyland separatists. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with those. All right. There's another victory for us. No, don't let them get away. Nobody leaves the deep woods now. Now you're here, so now you just got to suffer. Are you heading to there? Yes, you are. So you're going to go there. You go here, and then we can split this stack up so they're not taking insane amounts of attrition now. We're Candy Rebels. Okay. Separatists. Did I ever build a fort here in Dreadmire? I did not. I built a new court build. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay, you split up and go there. You need a general. Preferably one that's already taken, and go here. All right, well, at least we've kind of recovered and got our troops in the correct position now. Another hold we can dig. Gorbarad, go for it. We're about to max out on mill points, it looks like, so get you up to 10 development. Cool. Well, your cat is dug to the next level. Make sure that you get up to a level 8 fort. Important thing that we need to do. Right, so we're just trying to get Astaire out of this war. Do you have any powerful allies? No, you don't. So nothing I need to worry about there. Like breaking their alliances and whatnot. On the Siege of Hornwood. Okay. Lots of separatists going on up here. That will be taken care of in time. In fact, where's that smaller stack that I had? Right here. You can go deal with them. Meanwhile, you two can meet here, and you can follow them out, and you guys will go after all of that. You just go make a run straight for the capital. I think we're fine to do that. Yep. There we go. Goblin's free country. That's a free 10 to 1. Getting lots of events right now. Lots and lots of events. Not a fan of that. There we go. There goes the capital of Astaire. Now, how much more do I have to do to get you out of this war? Not much. Not much at all. Go ahead and split into stacks of 40 and start sieging all this down. 'Cause this is where a lot of their value is down here. So if we can start getting these higher developed provinces occupied and then take another fort or two, then we should be in a solid position to piece them out. How many licensed separatists do we have? Oh, it's only 21,000. That's nothing. That's nothing. You can go deal with this. You can unsiege that. All right, yeah, we're in a good spot. Just waiting for mission stuff. That's what it comes down to. Just waiting for mission stuff. Make sure that you have full stack there, sieging that down. We are maxed out on Diplo points now. We'll just take tech and deal with that. All right. What I want to do is build a navy. There's no reason for us not to have a navy at this point. Like, go ahead and build 30 heavy ships and build them here. And then build me a flagship on Pure Ale. Make it a heavy ship. Give it flagship cannons, fleet morale, and fleet engagement width. Sure. Sounds good to me. Harklem separatists? I don't know. You're going to get in here and deal with that. There's also Vermin Husk here that I need to declare war on. So we'll do that right now so they don't join a coalition or some weird thing like that. Do they have a level 8 fort? No, they do not. So we'll just send these 23,000 over to siege that down. And then the Silent Blade Truce is up in 1706. So we still have time. You can't actually move in yet because you have to take land. We take this fort. Go ahead and barrage it. Just make it faster. All right, yeah. There are massing troops around here. That's fine. That should be enough to get Astaire out of this war. Yep, there we go. Go ahead and give me some money and leave. Awesome. Send you down to Tornanen, though it looks like Tornanen is going to want out as well as they are being occupied by the Magisterium. And the rest of you head on back into our territory. You guys can go and deal with all the rebels. We'll get the rest of the siege down and it will be good. You go there. All right, progress gained hand in hand. Despite all the doubters, we have achieved what was thought impossible. The mages have been integrated as a proper part of our researchers with the new position of mage supervisor in the council. This mage supervisor is elected by the most powerful and renowned mages of the realm and is in charge of the practical applications of magical research. The mutual mistrust has been replaced by a friendly rivalry as researchers and mages both endeavor to contribute to filling our libraries with new magical knowledge. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. We have done the impossible. Remember, this was from the end of one of our sections of our missions where the mages got a little crazy with power. And we kind of tanked everything about them, and we decided to let them back in. And it seems that it has worked out in the end. Let's see. Science mages will be granted to our mages, which does the following. More influential mages will provide occasional benefits to your country. Permanent increases our static artifice capacity by 12. We get plus 20% inno gain, and until 1724, we get minus 10% dev cost, minus 5% tech cost, minus 2.5% all power cost, plus 10% artificer and mage loyalty equilibrium. Man, I'm having trouble speaking today, even more than usual. Even more than usual. And there's the enlightenment. We didn't get it. That's all right. It'll spread very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. With all of our holds and stuff with universities. Shouldn't be a problem. There we go. There is Vermin Husk taken care of. Why can I not core it? Probably because it is a core of people we're fighting, I would assume. It's the only thing that I can think of. All right, you have 80,000 troops. You are getting there. Split you up to there and to there. And we'll start planning our next conquest, which I think are going to be inside the Serpent Spine. Our Inquisitor is dead and the Northern League has insulted us. And guess what? I still have not hired. I still have not hired the dude for our mission tree. Poiuymew, do your missions. Challenge impossible difficulty. Simply click a couple of buttons and find them. Okay, now you're just insulting me. First was a sun elf. Now it's a wood elf. Really? Really? We're dwarves. We don't need the elves to tell us how to do forts. We got it. My goodness, it's impossible. Impossible. Visit in Kenor. As the cave samples are being categorized and studied at the Center for Dwarven Medicine, a delegation of our doctors has returned from a knowledge-gathering mission at the Alchemist Guild in the city of Varain, famous for their potions and herbal remedies. The alchemists of Varain were unfailingly friendly and cooperative with our doctors, even mixing a tincture to alleviate the head doctor's arthritis for no charge at all. Unfortunately, like most nations the delegations had visited, they had little to offer of the knowledge we seek. While their extensive herbal library and generations of alchemy experience offer fantastical insight into diagnosing and curing the symptoms of a patient, they are mostly unconcerned with what caused the symptoms in the first place. Many alchemists treat the body as an impenetrable system that is too complicated to understand fully and attempt that much easier task of controlling the outputs of the body, the symptoms of a disease. This method is effective in the short term per patient, but unsatisfactory in the long term and contrary to our scientific principles. We had also hoped that they may have insight into the white pestilence which once ravaged Kenor as the Serpentsrot ravaged the serpent spine, but here again they came up short. They knew no more than the average Kenorian peasant on this matter, and that the pestilence was a magical disease perpetrated by an evil lich. This is of no use to us, particularly because our scientists have already ruled out the rot acting upon or with magical energy. It is a distinctly mundane disease, with their disappointment only slightly alleviated by the free potion samples the Varani provided in lieu of the knowledge we wanted. The delegation begins the preparation for yet more journeys in the name of science. In the name of science. Alright, before we end today's session, we are absolutely going to be getting this advisor. We're going to do it. It's going to happen. The game's going to just have to deal with it. That I want it. Okay, please. Please, game, please. I know that I have unlimited money. That doesn't mean I want to spend unlimited money. It'd be nice if you just, gave the one advisor to me I'm looking for. Shattered windows and broken peace. Competition in a marketplace is a driver of innovation and productivity, but it is all too common for major players in a market to institute policies that exclude the new entries. The methods by which this is done vary, but often range beyond simple economics and into social control and bigotry. Such is the case that this appears to be occurring in where local businesses have conspired to force minorities out of business where they have otherwise been profitable. Their tactics have included undercutting prices, leveraging municipal councils to implement unfavorable policies for their competitors, and vandalism of minority-controlled properties. While some degree of hostile competition is expected, these actions have gone far beyond simply business hostility and are targeting individuals who would otherwise be profitable business folk. If we step in to stop these actions, it will certainly be unpopular, but will likely strengthen the local economy. Don't risk riling up the people. No, I think you should just get over it. Simply be better if you want to make more money. That's my advice to you. Okay, come on. Like, you gotta give me something. And there goes the Dame Steer. Okay, now it's bullying. Now this is bullying. Really? What elf? Really? For real? For real? I just need one dwarf who knows something about a fort. One single dwarf that knows one single thing about a fort. That is all I want. Okay, let's grab everything inside the deep woods as well. Make sure, yep, that is it. Go ahead and give me money. Thank you very, very, very much. All right, you need to go deal with rebels. Same thing here. Go and unsiege all that. Okay, come on. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow. Whole specialization, artisan. Okay, well, maybe we don't get this today. Mind blown. Mind absolutely blown. There we go. I had to trick the game, do a little bit of reverse psychology there, All right. Too cruel, too effective. How quickly our fears have come true. Our military is insisting on creating a weapon that harnesses the forces we saw during the factory explosion for use in direct combat. The technology already exists. If we deny this motion, it will surely end up in the wrong hands and perhaps even used against us. While it saddens us, for our own security, we must support the research. Land fire damage plus 10% till the end of the game. We lose 500 military power. Yeah, that seems useful to me. That sounds great. Sounds like a lot of damage that we're going to be able to do to people. But that is going to do it for today. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.